Okay, hey everybody. Just wanted to do a couple of problems in homework 2.3. So let's go ahead and jump in. I think I want to do problem 2 first here. So what you've got is a bunch of weights of sea mussels that are growing off the California coast. And first off, we're going to need to key all these values. This is a small data set, so I recommend you do this with your calculator. So we're going to jump over to my TI-36X Pro, and I'll walk you through doing that. Okay, so I've got this pretty simple problem here. We're going to enter in the data values on the TI-36X Pro right there. And just a quick reminder or two, we always start by clearing the memory on the calculator. So the memory clear is done by pressing on and clear simultaneously. You got to press them together like that. And then we'll go into the data menu here, and that's where we enter our values. So on this particular problem, the values are 1.9, another 1.9. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 twos. There's two 2.2s. A 2.4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2.5s. Yeah. There's two 2.6s. Two 2.7s. And one 2.8. Okay, and that's it. When you're ready to do your statistics or compute your statistics, you want to leave this area, and you do that by pressing clear. That does not erase the memory. So you just press clear. And now we're going to go press that data button again, but we do second data for the statistics registers. So we do second data. And you want to remember to go with one variable statistics here. So I'll pick that. I can just press 2 because it's item 2. Or I can highlight one variable statistics and press enter either way. And we'll be putting our values into list 1, and the frequency, every value occurs once. I actually could have said that some of these occur more than once and entered frequencies, but I didn't. So I'll leave that alone. And here are the statistics. So right now we're going to need the sample size here of 19. Okay, if you go down, you'll see the mean is 2.3421. This is the standard deviation here. That's population standard deviation, which we'll talk a little bit about later. The sum of the values here. The sum of the squares of the values. The minimum value, 1.9. The first quartile is the 25th percentile. The median is 2.5, that's the 50th percentile. Q3, the third quartile, is the 75th percentile. And the max is 2.8. Okay, and that's all of the statistics that it gives. Okay, so now we've got our numbers. We can just start keying these in now. So for the mean, just checking the calculator, it came out to, if you put in 2.3421, that's probably more precision than you need. So I want to remind you about the rounding rules. So let's take a quick here. Remember to round your answer to one place more after the decimal than the data values. So that's that first hint. So these data values, some of them have 0 places, but the others have 1 place after the decimal. 1 place more means I'm going to do 2 places after the decimal. There. Now the median, I'm just jumping over to the calculator and scrolling down to the MED median, that's 2.5. We don't worry about the rounding so much here. We just use whatever the calculator gives us. And that's good to go. Now the mode is the most frequently occurring value in the data set. So if we sort of look up here, you can see that I think there are 5 2.5s that you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, and I believe that's the most common value. So we'll go ahead and put that 2.5 in again. Okay, and check that. So it looks good. Now the mid-range is the only thing that's a little weird. Here you're going to average the min and the max. So the min is 1.9, the max is 2.8. So what you would do, I'm going to just type in the formula, but don't put this in. Okay, so again, the min is 1.9 plus the max, that again was 2.8. Okay, and then you would divide that by 2. All right, now that's going to give me an error message because the calculator actually wants a number. So I'm doing this on my calculator, or sorry, the software wants a number. So now I'm going to do the calculation, 1.9 plus 2.8. I'll hit enter and then divide by 2. And it's 2.35. Okay, so let me delete what I've put in here. Put in 2.35. Should be okay. Yes, it is. Okay, now, one of the things we didn't talk about in class is that when the mean is bigger than the median, the distribution should be skewed on the side of the mean. So if the mean's bigger, it should be skewed to the right. If the mean is less, then it should be skewed to the left. So in this case, the mean was 2.34. Okay, the median is 2.5, and so the mean is less, which means the distribution should be skewed to the left. Okay, we are all good there. Okay, so we're going to dive into another question in the 2.3 homework. Now it's my question 3, but that's going to vary, I think. If I assume these problems are randomized in order. I can't remember what I did. But anyway, this is one where you're asked to use Desmos to compute your statistics. And there's a link here for Desmos, and I'll open that in a second. But just as a quick summary, when you want to paste a bunch of data into Desmos, you should give the list a name. So I usually use A, and then I type equals and a square bracket, and then you would paste these values here down that I'm going to copy below. And just a reminder, for copying, it's Control-C or Command-C on a Mac. Pasting is Control-V or Command-V on a Mac. The copy paste is kind of, with the Control-C and the Control-V are kind of required. Just very simply, Desmos doesn't like it when you paste data in with the paste menu. I don't know why. So it's kind of weird, but anyway, once you have stored the values in A, you press enter. And then you type mean of A, median of A to get the mean and the median. To get the min and the max, you'll need those for the mid-range. Okay, so I want to go ahead and go through this. I'm going to copy these values. Don't copy the curly braces, just the values and the commas between them. And then I'm going to I have a Mac, so I'm going to do Command-C. If you're on any other machine, do Control-C for copy. Okay. Now I'm going to go back up and launch Desmos with this link. That should open in a new tab on your browser. And as I said, it's A equals square bracket, and then you paste all your data in. It should be a big list. You can close the square bracket or just hit enter, and it'll do it for you. Okay, and you can see there are 60 values in the data set. Then if you want the mean, you just say mean A, like that. The median of A. Okay, the min of A. Okay, the max of A. All right, these are all kind of handy. And then we'll need the mid-range at some point. So to do the mid-range, that's a fraction. So I'm actually going to start by pressing the divided key. That's the forward slash. So if you just press the divided key, it'll give you a numerator. And so here you want to do the min of A plus the max of A, and then just divide by 2. You're just averaging the min and the max to get the mid-range. And I believe this is all that we're asked to do here. So the mean of A is 63.99. The data values have one place after the decimal, so my mean needs 2 places, and I'll do the same with my median. Again, 63.99 for the mean. So go ahead and start putting values in here. Okay. The median, I don't remember, so let's take a peek. Looking for Desmos, there it is. So the median is 63.55. We'll go ahead and do that. Like that. Okay, the mid-range was the max plus, or the min plus the max over 2, and I did that here. That's the 65.1. Good. Now, just a quick reminder again, the median gets pulled toward the skew. So if the median is bigger, if the mean, let me say that again. The mean gets pulled toward the skew. So if the mean is bigger, then it's skewed to the right. This is bigger than the median, but not much. So I kind of feel like these are so close, 63.99 versus 63.55. I think I'd rather say the distribution is probably roughly symmetric. And it did not like that. So, So I would probably, just because the mean is bigger than the median, that will get pulled toward the skew. So if the mean's bigger, it's going to be skewed to the right. And we'll just hit enter there. So we're all good to go. And that's all we'll do for 2.3.